Here's a creative take on how and quietly hit a daytime TV milestone, and why, somehow, most people didn't catch it. It was one of those moments in TV history where the applause crept in softly, almost behind the scenes. The couple beloved by morning and daytime viewers wasn't up on stage, not waving at the crowd, hitting the microphones for a glitzy speech. Instead, they were somewhere else, doing something entirely human, entirely ordinary, and yet they were doing something extraordinary. Ripa and Consuelos, co-hosts of, were awarded the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Daytime Talk Series Host at the 51st Daytime Emmy Awards. What makes it noteworthy isn't just the win, it's how it sits within the larger arc of Kelly's career, their dynamic as a couple, and how little fanfare accompanied it. Why this matters. Ripa has long been a fixture of daytime television. She's partnered with multiple co-hosts over the years, Regis Philbin, Michael Strahan, Ryan Seacrest, and each pairing has won awards and garnered loyalty. Mark Consuelos, by contrast, is the newer co-host. He replaced Ryan Seacrest in April 2023. So when the two of them shared this win, it wasn't just another trophy, it was the culmination of Kelly's long track record and the elevation of their partnership into the "We Belong Here" category. In fact, when the win was announced, it came as a surprise to many, because Kelly and Mark were not even in attendance at the ceremony. They were in London visiting their daughter, Lola. The show's producer, or a guest presenter, accepted on their behalf, and the hosts delivered their acceptance speech back on their show a few days later. The record they smashed. While headlines didn't scream, "Record broken," what's implicit is that Kelly, with this win, inched ever closer to some heavyweight names in the Talk Host Emmys. According to one summary, she now has 6 wins in that category. For a female daytime talk show host to reach that many wins is uncommon. She's up there with the likes of 7 wins and 9 wins in the category that goes back decades. So the record smashed isn't a flashy new Guinness marker, but a quietly significant milestone. Kelly and Mark, together, capturing a major win, marking consistency, relevancy, and staying power in the tough world of daytime TV. Why? Almost no one noticed. Low-key attendance. Because they weren't at the ceremony, the moment lacked the live red carpet optics, the impromptu backstage interviews, the immediate social media flurry. Without those, it just slid under many fans' radar. Timing and context. Daytime award shows don't always get the same press splash as primetime events. Also, the eligibility period, the nomination cycles, the streaming windows, all this means that certain wins, especially if the hosts aren't in attendance, don't instantly dominate headlines. Familiar names. Kelly Ripa isn't a new entrant, she's a longtime star. So when she wins again, some viewers might assume, oh yeah, she wins a lot, and the full significance of the milestone passes by. Couple dynamic, underreported. The fact that she and her husband co-host and won together adds a layer, but most headlines simply read, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos win Emmy, and don't dig into the backstory of how this differed from previous wins. Quiet celebration. Because they chose to be in London with their daughter rather than attend the ceremony, the moment didn't get the usual fanfare. That sense of surprise arrival, tears on stage, was missing. In some ways, their absence amplified the quietness of the milestone. What this says about their show and legacy. Live with Kelly and Mark isn't just a platform for celebrity guests and morning light chatter. It's a legacy vehicle. Kelly's been at this for decades, and to maintain relevance in a shifting media landscape, streaming, YouTube clips, TikTok, and still win, that's noteworthy. By bringing in Mark, her personal partner, the show also plays to a very human dynamic, married couple, working together, bantering, sharing life. That authenticity resonates. Mark, stepping into the co-host seat, benefits from Kelly's experience, but the Emmy win also signals, this isn't just a show being coasted on Kelly's momentum, Mark and Kelly as a duo are being recognized. His comment in their acceptance speech, "My dad always told me to marry somebody who's better than you and try to work with people who are way better than you as well. So I've done both those things," speaks to that awareness. What's next? With this win in hand, Ripa and Consuelos have a launching pad. Staying power in daytime means keeping content fresh, connecting with newer audiences, adapting to the shorter attention span world while still giving comfort to longtime viewers. The record is less about a single statue and more a marker, we still matter. One question the win raises, how many more such wins might they stack up? Will Kelly break the record outright beyond Oprah's 7, or Phil's 9? And for Mark, will he carve his own identity beyond the husband co-host trope, so that future wins are seen as his too, not just by association? Final thought. Sometimes the biggest wins are the ones nobody else is shouting about. Kelly and Mark's Emmy win is exactly that kind of story, subtle, unflashy, but significant. In a world where noise often drowns out nuance, this quiet milestone speaks volumes, about career longevity, about partnership both on-screen and off, and about the value of staying steady when the media tides shift around you. If you like, I can dig up a full list of talk show host Emmy winners and show exactly how Kelly and Mark's milestone stacks in context with charts, years, wins. Would you like that?